Hello, you guys. Welcome to Sisters Talk TV. And I am one half of Sisters Talk TV. My name is Sin.
Hey guys.
Oh. Hey, everyone. Oh, Lucy, I think we lost you there. Hey.
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think we could hear. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can hear you. Um, Oh, okay. This is not what I wanted to show. Okay, guys, we have a few things. So we're talking all about Real Housewives of Potomac. Hey, Miss Gia. Hello. Yes. Oh, good afternoon, Miss Gia. Where are you at? Good afternoon. It's evening where we're at. So are you on the West Coast? Where are you currently at? But hello everyone, guys. We are talking all about Real Housewives of Potomac. Real Housewives of Potomac. So we're gonna be talking all about last night's episode. As you can see, we're talking about all about last night's episode, and it is called The Rumor Mill. And then towards the end, of course, we're going to be talking about um, some of the Twitter war and violence that some of our housewives have chose to partake in. We're going to be talking a little bit about that. And I am going to tell you guys why I personally think that Mia is actually one of the most business savvy housewives of Real Housewives of Potomac. And I'm going to share with you guys why I actually think that. And it all makes sense to me now. So please stay tuned for that. And we are going to be, discussing why Mia is actually a very business savvy housewife. I'm going to be revealing what I think Mia's plan, her strategic business plan. I'm going to be revealing all about that because I was just kind of looking at her social media and it makes sense. So guys, please stay tuned for all of that. So we had a lot of back and forth going on between, well, not even back and forth, but just Wendy Blastus, Giselle, of course, Real Housewives of Potomac, the Rumor Mill. Real Housewives of Potomac, the Rumor Mill. So that is what tonight's episode is going to be all about. So before we get started, make sure you like this video, guys. Like this video. Also, make sure you, if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you also give us a really big thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing. Let us, Sin, Lucy, hey, let us know how the review is going so far. We will really, really appreciate that, guys. Like I said, it definitely helps us out with our algorithm. So let us know how we are doing. Okay, without further ado, how was tonight's episode? Well, last night's episode. Lucy, how was last night's episode? Yeah, let us know how was last night's episode. Maybe rate it from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. How would you rate it? What would you rate last night's episode? For me, I thought it was an okay episode. I thought it was going to give us a little bit more because of the clip that they gave us, the meeting that Ashley and Giselle had last week. So I was like, okay, maybe they're going to give us a little bit more, but it was okay. It was okay. I feel like next week will be a little bit better. I just hope that they don't save all of the drama for the last 3 minutes. But so let's go ahead and get on to the episode. Okay. All right. Okay. So where are we going to start off? Okay, so we are starting off So I kind of try to do like a collage scene by scene. So hopefully everything makes sense. So we start off with Candace. So as you can see from the top upper corner, so we have the scene with Candace and Chris. I was not able to capture Chris, but you guys see Candace. So Chris is Candace's husband, and he's actually managing her, right? Like he's going to be managing her. So that is what that's what they're talking about in this scene. Chris also wants, okay, so Candace is planning to go to Williamsburg. I'm not sure where Williamsburg is, but I think it's somewhere in Virginia. She said that's where, she kind of grew up around there. Her grandparents grew up around there. So Candace is actually trying to plan a girls trip, and she's trying to invite all of the ladies, and she doesn't really want to invite Ashley because she doesn't want to invite Ashley. But Chris wants Candace to invite Ashley to the girls trip. And Candace, I don't think she even gave a really definite answer if she was going to invite Ashley or not. But she but she said she'll think about it. Okay, so Candace says she's going to think about inviting Ashley to the girls trip. Okay, so it wasn't really much there. All right, so then we move to Gizelle. She goes to Ashley's house, and she's trying to, so Gizelle, you guys can see that's the one at the bottom, the scene at the bottom. So Gizelle goes to Ashley's house, and Ashley just had a new baby named Dylan. As you guys can see, Dylan is so cute. He looks like her older, well, actually he doesn't. He doesn't really look like her older son, but he's just so cute. He's like a cutie pie. So Gizelle goes to Ashley's house, and guys, Gizelle brings Ashley a Corona. You guys know Ashley loves Coronas, which is the beer. And I'm just like, Gizelle, why are you bringing Ashley, who just had a baby, a Corona beer? Guys, Corona beer. And although it is Ashley's favorite drink, but Ashley, she just had a baby and you'll bring her a Corona. Guys, sometimes I don't even understand Gizelle's logic at times. At this point, I just don't even understand some of Giselle, like what some of the things Giselle does. So she brings Ashley a Corona, and she's kind of giving Ashley the 411 on what happened at Candace's slumber party. Of course, she talks about Mia, and then about what happened with Mia, how Mia came to apologize to her. And then she then goes on to talk about Wendy, right? And she says that she thinks that Wendy has changed. She feels that Wendy is not the same Wendy as she used to be. Wendy wears like revealing clothes. At the slumber party, she was wearing a very revealing, just showing off her body, very, very revealing outfit. So she's, you know, giving Ashley all of the gist and stuff. And then she then brings up in the scene that Wendy, she feels that Wendy is doing all of this because of the rumors that are going on, alleged rumors that are going on that Eddie has a girlfriend. Guys, keep that in mind because Wendy is going to go off on Gizelle on Twitter, and we're going to be talking all about that. But just keep that in mind. Okay, so thoughts on that scene, Lucy? Thoughts on that scene? Lucy, are you, so I'm going to go ahead
I,
and pull up just
I was on mute. Okay.
outfit. Thoughts on that scene?
Okay. So Giselle and Ashley, I thought it was interesting because Giselle, it's funny how she's having a dinner with Ashley all of a sudden. Well, yeah, have like Giselle having a dinner with me. Okay, so Giselle. I hope I'm not getting them mixed up. Giselle, and I
Giselle
was
Giselle meets with Ashley, and they're talking about what Wendy wore to the slumber party. She's telling Ashley what Wendy wore to the slumber party.
okay. No, no, I get that. I get. I'm just. I get. Okay. So okay. So I thought that it's interesting that she's actually inviting Ash. That her and Ashley are talking about what Wendy was wearing, because I feel like she still has an issue with Wendy, because even scenes ahead, she'll say, "Huh, this is a little funny," because when they went to the girls trip, and this is moving forward, it's like she's like throwing a jab at Wendy. All of a sudden, she's throwing a jab at Wendy. And I don't know, maybe she feels that Wendy and Karen are like good friends, or she feels like now Wendy is, hanging out with Karen, which is kind of like her arch enemy. So maybe she feels like she wants Ashley to be included in this so they can, partake in like gossiping about Wendy. So maybe she's a little bit on the jelly side, because Wendy and Karen are like now buddy buddy. So I think that maybe a little bit jealousness.
Good take, good take. And how did you feel about Giselle bringing a Corona beer, although that is Ashley's favorite drink, to Ashley, who just had a baby?
Um. Okay, so let's just look at it this way. Ashley can always drink the Corona beer at even afterwards. Let's say she's going through like some feeding. Of course, she's not gonna have that. She just had a baby, but she can always save it for later. But I don't know. I mean, this is a Corona, right? You can buy Corona anytime. Ashley can buy Corona on by herself at any time. So I don't know why she'll be bringing her a Corona, because I mean it's something that she can always get for herself. But then it's like, why would you bring it to her now that she has a baby? I don't think that. I think that was wrong for her to do. But again, it's up to Ashley if she wants to like chuck that down, or she wants to wait. She wants to wait until she's done with that stage of like um uh
Breastfeeding and stuff.
yeah, breastfeed. She's doing that, so yeah, that's up to her.
Okay, that is fair. Okay, so then we're moving on. We're gonna try to, get through this little some of these scenes pretty quickly. Okay, so we're going to move on, and we are at Mia. So this is Mia. This is a scene. So this is when her and G are taking the kids out to they're going on a picnic. And during this scene, the kids are telling Mia that she works too much, well, they think Mia works too much, and Mia, she pretty much reveals to us that, the reason why she's working so much is that she wants a better life for her kids than she has for herself. And Mia, this is when Mia starts to introduce us to pretty much her family background, where she said her mom was addicted to drugs, and she had um, and she doesn't have a really close bond with her mom, and she grew up pretty much in a foster care system. So the reason why she's doing all of this is because she wants a better life for her kids. So even if that means like not making some of the games or the kids games, just because she's trying to build something for her kids, she'll rather sacrifice that. um and Mia also reveals to us that her and her mom actually they have never really sat down and had lunch together. Although her mom is 20 minutes away, guys. Her mom is only 20 minutes away. And they just have never really had a one-on-one daughter sit down. Hmm. What are your thoughts on the situation between Mia always working and also her mom? How her mom had never really had a close relationship.
Well, okay, let's just start out by saying I remember last week when we had this and Mia was supposed to be picking up her son, but instead, the husband has to pick up the son. So let's just start out from there and kind of fast forward till now. I feel like you said, Mia is trying to avoid this, like anything where it comes to where her kids are, her kids are lacking, or she's lacking in like any type of like whether if it's money, financial gain, or just like any type of like sheltering possibly. She wants to avoid that. Like she doesn't want her kids, or just all in general, anyone to be put in that situation, like she was when she was growing up. So I think that kind of limits her from having that, like she has a boss status to where she's not focused. She understands that I don't want to like abandon, like forget that I have a family, and just focus on my business. So if she doesn't want to like have the same thing that happened to her when she was a child, she doesn't want to have that repeated. However, it seems like she's doing it, but she understands it, like she doesn't want it to happen. So I think for me, Mia, it's good that she understands, like she knows that, but again, it's like she needs to put more work into, maybe focusing more on her family and her son as well. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Mia on that part.
Yes, yes. Okay. Um, I have a comment that I would like to make, but I want to go ahead and read some of the comments we have so far, and this is from like previous the scenes. So, Miss Judith says Candace is bothered by Ashley getting attention because she was pregnant. I think Candace is secretly wanting a baby. I do too. She keeps definitely mentioning things here and there. And also her bringing um, her stepkids there. I feel like she kind of, she definitely wants to kind of go into motherhood. So I can definitely see that. Giselle lives for trying to be shady. She really does, yeah. Giselle failed to mention that Wendy had a brand new baby as she was filming for last season. Exactly. Last season, Wendy told us, she just had a brand new baby and, she just wanted to do something for herself. Giselle doesn't like anyone who doesn't kiss her butt. That's true. Okay. A lot. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Please, if hopefully I'm saying it right. Um, Isla. Okay, I don't know. Naya D. Alanaya D. Beer can help milk production, so it's okay. Okay, okay. That's very interesting to know. That's really interesting to know. I didn't know that. Um, yeah. So, and this is in reference to Giselle bringing Ashley a Corona. Giselle was not trying to be nice by bringing her beer. She could have bought something else, like a gift for the baby or a nice bathrobe. Yeah, I was thinking something like that. Maybe something for the baby, or maybe a spa treatment or something. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, why a corona? Why a corona? I don't know. Okay, so another comment from Miss Drea. Take note of the pictures. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Mia, she wasn't holding her kid's hand. Yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, when they were crossing the street. Okay, so let's go ahead and so we have so we're still on Mia. My thing is, I just want to make a comment about the whole Mia and her mother situation. So Mia says that her and her mom haven't really had a close relationship. They haven't really had dinner or lunch together. Why all of a sudden you want to repair this relationship, or try to get your mom to go to dinner and lunch on the show? Like, why hasn't this conversation, why hasn't it been had in the past? Why is it being had for the first time on camera? And I'm talking about the situation with between Mia's mom. Why is Mia just now having this conversation with her mom? Why is she now, wanting to invite her mom out to lunch while they're on camera? So I'm just like, I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like if this is something that's been going on for a really, 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 really long time, like you should want to repair it, not just, now that you are on Real Housewives of Potomac, right? Now you want to, I don't know, like I thought it was kind of strange to me. And I hope I don't want to sound like insensitive or anything, but I don't know. I just felt like when she was talking about the situation with her mom, I definitely, I agree. I understood where she was coming from, but I'm like, why hasn't she had this conversation before or in the past? Like, I'm wondering, is this the first time they're having this conversation? Why is it now that she's on Real Housewives of Potomac?
I mean, I agree with what you're saying, San. I think, and it's not just me. I feel like a lot of people do this as well. A lot of housewives, reality show stars, they do this a lot. They like to talk about the issues that they have, like possibly with their parents, or just like, and just in general, like growing up, they used to like, talk about, talk about it, like talk about the, address the issues. But it's like, do they actually address these issues outside of, there's filming going on? How many times have they addressed this? Is this possibly, I feel like we always get that same, like, it's like a scenario we always get. It's like there's always has to be a particular situation where, there's a past event that has happened in someone's life, and it's like, whether it feels with the parents or like the family, they're always bringing it up, and it's like kind of like a storyline, or like, like a persona, to where it's like, oh, this person, they didn't, get along with their parents. They didn't have that good relationship or a bond with them. And this is why I'm doing this. You get what I'm saying? It's like, this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for my kids. You get what it's like we always get that set up. And that's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm getting from, like what I'm kind of getting from me as well.
Yeah, honestly, I really like Mia's her whole storyline. I do like, because it's realistic, right? Like, she's not coming on here like, oh, I have it all. Like, she definitely comes with her own baggage as well too, her childhood. And I learned a little bit more about, the I was trying to put myself in her place, like perspective, especially as her growing up in the foster care system, and how she talked about that, and also how she, went to school pretty much like she was abused at home, like physically abused at home. When she talked about how her one of her classmates realized that she had like blood all over her shirt and stuff because of her dad threw her across the television, and she couldn't say anything, right? So I was like, oh wow, just imagine, it was, the childhood that she went through, it's very, very traumatic, and some of the things that she's seen. So I was like, okay, wow, like this is really, I don't know, like something about her story, it definitely seems, you just want to put yourself in her position, you want to sympathize and definitely empathize with her. um all right, but that was my only comment about Mia's storyline when it comes with her, to her with her mom. Like, why is she now trying to repair that relationship all of a sudden? But that was like my only comment on that. Okay, so moving on. All right, so the next scene, okay? So we have the scene with Eddie and Wendy, and also the scene with Giselle. Mia meets the green eyed bandits. All right, so, all right, in this scene, we have Eddie and Wendy. All right, so Eddie and Wendy are, Wendy is, she's teaching and her kids are bothering her. They're like, trying to get her attention. And, they're just, especially her little girl, she just keeps like knocking on her door while Wendy is teaching. It was really cute. Um, but all in all, Wendy and Eddie are, they're talking and they're questioning each other about them feeling fulfilled. Like, do they feel fulfilled in their relationship? They're just, nothing big or anything. So, um, Wendy talks to Eddie about, her endeavors as far as like her going into the candle business. And Eddie is hammering Wendy. Eddie is questioning Wendy. Well, what is your purpose in going into this? Just all kinds of questions. The same question pretty much the Grand Dame was asking Wendy. Why do you want to go into a candle business? And Wendy was just like, well, she just wants to sell candles. And she feels like Eddie is being very, very hard on her. Like he's being very hard on her. Um, do you think that Eddie is being hard on Wendy? Do you guys think that Eddie is being hard on Wendy?
Well, I don't think he's being really hard on Wendy. To be quite honest with you, I haven't really heard Eddie really talk. Because remember a few episodes ago, remember since we were having this conversation, and I said that, I feel I okay, let's start off with Eddie and Wendy. They know each other. I'm pretty sure, I believe they've dated since they've been knowing each other for a very, very quite long time. So I feel like of course they know each other, right? They really know each other well. So, like I've been saying, I think that Eddie, he knows Wendy. He knows what she's capable of. He knows when to take her serious. He knows when to not take her serious. I think since she's introduced her candle line or this new business that she's venturing in, he did not take her seriously. Remember the episode when the mother and sister were over, and Wendy was introducing the candles, and Eddie was a little bit quiet, like he was just watching. He didn't say nothing. So I think he was just listening to her because he was like, okay, let's see if you're actually gonna take this serious. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just gonna see, how far you're gonna go with this. And moving on to this episode, he tells her, he said, do you even have a business plan? It's like he was telling her, he wasn't coming after her. He was just like, letting her know, like, bam, 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 like this is it. You need to, come up with a plan. And let's move this forward. So I think he was just being an honest partner. He was making sure that, if at least he's going to be honest with her. If he doesn't, she doesn't hear from anyone else, he's going to hear from her. So I think that he finally spoke his mind. So I think that was just for Wendy, because it's interesting because I never really heard Eddie really talk. So this episode, it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie was honestly just giving Wendy an advice that a husband would give his wife. Like that's what Eddie was. He was just trying to, make sure that is this what she really wants? Does she know how to go about this? Does she have a budget? Those are the kind of questions that Eddie was asking Wendy. And Wendy was just like, how are you going to finance this? And Eddie asked Wendy, how are you going to finance this candle business? And Wendy said, from you. And Eddie said his pocket is closed. Like he's not, his pocket is closed. Like pretty much saying that he's not going to help her finances. Now let's go ahead and rewind 2 episodes ago. Do you guys remember when Wendy told Karen that Eddie was going to be one of her investors for the candle business? Right? Now, Eddie is saying that his pockets are closed. So, who is helping Wendy invest in her candle business?
Good question. Who is helping Wendy? Right. Who is helping her finance her candle business?
Now, I don't know, maybe editing, or maybe she just didn't, because maybe she was just put on the spot when Karen was asking her those questions. She's just like saying like, oh, it's Eddie. Eddie's going to be, he's going to be one of the investors. But in this scene, Eddie's saying that his pockets are completely closed. Well, not completely, guys, but he said his pockets are closed. So
Well, Sin, which kind of brings me to a question whether or not if her and Eddie actually sat down and discussed this, because it seems like now Eddie is backing out, and I'm not sure if it edited, like you said, if it's edited, but it just seems like if she did, if she did, if her, let's say if her and Eddie did have a conversation, it's like he's retracting it, right? Like he's like saying no, like you need, and I think that it all comes with him, and this is perfectly okay. That's what happens in relationships. We need to have we need to be financially okay to make sure that we're able to, or she's able to do a business, go on with the business, because business requires a lot of financial um it requires a lot of finance. So I think that Eddie's just trying to make sure she's not caught up in anything, which is perfectly fine. Like he's just looking out for his wife. So it was a good advice that Eddie was definitely giving her, and he let her know, like, this, we need to make sure that you have all of this before we can proceed. And it brings me to another point, whether or not if she's brought like out a business in the past, and it didn't go the way, it didn't go as planned, and maybe she lost a couple of money, or a couple of, like, she didn't gain a lot. So maybe he's just like, make sure that we have this, you're good to go when it comes to, who's going to, how are we going to invest in this. So that's just how I'm looking at it. And then also, oh, his pockets have been closed. So I don't. That's. I don't want to laugh, but he is okay. So quote on Miss Dre, it's a quote unquote have been closed. So that's funny. His pockets have been closed. Oh my goodness, that was funny.
um,
Eddie's saying, I'm not financially okay to be assisting you.
yeah, I mean, we can look at it as different ways. Maybe Eddie is less like, he can be saying, oh, like he's not sure how this is gonna go. He doesn't know if this is gonna be a good business move, or he's just like, nah, like he's not ready to make that kind of investment. Yeah, yeah. But
Right,
I mean,
or I gotta get myself together first. I gotta get my financial situation taken care of.
yeah. um. All right. So Wendy's saying, she's saying that she just wants it all. Like she just wants it all. She wants to be, she wants to do her political commentary. She wants to teach, and she also wants to um be a professor. She wants to dress as like how she wants. She just wants it all. And I feel like that's kind of like the dilemma Wendy is currently going through right now. It's just like she just wants it all. And that's what she keeps hammering to Eddie. She keeps hammering to she keeps hammering to us, the audience. She just wants it all. What are your thoughts on, that? Like how Wendy, she just wants it all. What are your thoughts on that?
I think Wendy's inspired. I don't know if it's by other housewives, or she feels like she wants to live this housewife status. She wants to move, like she did say, she does cuss. She does, she has a like, a blonde mouth where she does, release a lot of cuss words. Basically, she's, the way I'm looking at it and the way my perspective, I think Wendy's basically letting us, like, telling us that I'm not a good girl. I'm not this political commentator professor that you guys think I am. I also have like my, my bitchy, sorry, like my bitch side as well. Like where I'm like the nasty girl. Like, I get real quick with you. Like I also have a quick, I could also, be like snappy as well. So I think that Wendy is like trying to tell, she also has a side, because it could be that last episode, not, I'm sorry, last season, like she got a lot of backlash. Like she's always saying, I am Dr. Wendy. So it's like everyone was just like kind of tired of it. So I think that this season she wants people to like kind of like look at her as maybe in a different way. Like I'm a fun girl. I could also be a fun girl. I have a fun side to me as well. I also have like, that housewife look as well. So that's kind of like what I'm getting from Wendy. That's why, she got her kind of like her body done as well. She wants to go into business. Like she wants to be that fun, business savvy. Like I also have this side as well to me. That's kind of like what I'm getting from Wendy. Like I don't always have to be a serious, like, you guys don't always have to like see me as Dr. Wendy. Like I am, I also have a different side as well, fun side to me. That's kind of what I'm getting from Wendy.
All right. Yeah, I get that too. In the midst of that, Wendy has decided to leave us a tweet, not us, but the viewers. So, Lucy, do you want to go ahead and take that on? Go ahead and read that.
Okay, yeah. So Wendy is coming. Wendy says, because my degree is political science government, not business administration, my husband has an MBA. I don't. Let's normalize being honest when we don't know something. Even with 4 degrees, it's okay to ask questions. No one knows everything. Okay, so Wendy's letting us know that, for all of us speculating that, she doesn't know much about business. She's letting us know that of course she doesn't, but however, her husband knows a little bit about business. So it could be the reason why she's defending herself because last episode Wendy didn't have a business plan, and she was probably getting snarked for that. She was probably getting like lashback for that as well. Like, how are you going to start a business when you don't even have a business plan? So this is kind of like a tweet for all of you all that was coming at Wendy. Like, how are you going to have a business and you don't have a business plan? So Wendy's letting you guys know that her husband Eddie has an MBA, so she's shutting it down.
Yes, Wendy's shutting it down for that includes all of us viewers. She's letting it know right now that she does not have to know anything about business. She doesn't have an MBA. Eddie is the one with the MBA. So she's letting us all know right now. She's saying it with her full chest. So this is for all of us. So we can't be questioning Wendy about her business plans. But so that was Wendy's that's her tweet for us
Okay,
um
but let's
viewers.
read some comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know where we stop at, but the comments. Okay, so is it okay? So Jerry, I'm gonna move down to your comment. She says you don't have to have a business degree to show that you have to have a business plan. That's common sense. She's making excuses. I do have to agree with this, Drea, and that's exactly why she came out with this tweet. So she's probably people are probably like it's common sense, right, Wendy? Like to have a business plan, you have to start a business, you have to have a business plan. So that's her excuse. So I do agree. Wendy's like, okay, y'all, like I'm into like political science. That was my degree. I was never a business person. To be quite honest with you, it is kind of like common sense in a way. And then also people Google is your best friend. How come you didn't do Google? I mean, I'm pretty sure with this degree that you have, you are able to also know that you have to have some sort of like sketch, a blueprint in order to start a business, right? Or a plan. There has to be some sort of like, um, what is this? Like a plan? Like just like a plan. Simple. Like a plan that you have to put up and say, this is it. So it's just an excuse on Wendy's part. Wendy is not. This tweet is not doing Wendy any justice. I understand Wendy, but this tweet was not doing any justice. Just say, you know what, I messed up. It was common sense. I should have Googled it before I came on national television to disgrace myself. That's perfectly okay. That happens, right? That happens. That happens. So Winnie, like that happens because there's a lot of stuff that we don't know, right? There's a lot of stuff that we know, but Google is our best friend. So it's okay, Wendy. It's all right.
Yeah, like for us, YouTube, we just we were not even familiar with YouTube, right? But just Googling it, watching videos, different people, and there's videos out there of business, how to create your own business plan.
Right. And Drew, okay, so Drew says Wendy woke up the morning of filming and decided that she was going to make candles. You know what? I also agree with that too.
Seems
So
right.
that episode with when she was in telling Karen that last episode she was telling Karen, it just seemed like she really just said, you know what, I made some candles and I think I'm just gonna start just by selling it. And I don't have to really have a plan. I'm just gonna, maybe tell people this that I have a candle line, and then that's that. It was like a lazy how do I say this? How do I put this? It was like a more so of a lazy effort, I would say. A lazy
Yeah.
effort.
And the thing about it, what I didn't understand was she is telling Karen, yes, she wants to be the Black Martha Stewart, and then she tells Eddie, I just want to sell candles. Why can't I just sell candles? It's just like Eddie was asking her a why. So she had a why for Karen, but she didn't have a why for Eddie. Maybe I'm just like thinking, was this film before she met with Karen, or was this film after? Anyways, interesting. Okay. All right. So we definitely talked about Wendy. Oh, another thing I also mentioned is I don't know. I feel like Wendy is definitely being very ditzy. She's playing very ditzy for the camera, especially with the no business plan, the financial planning. Yeah, like I just felt like I don't know. She's playing ditzy for the camera. I don't think that she should. She's very, you know. I don't think she. I don't know. Um. Okay, so we get to our next scene where we have make sure I have it pulled up. Um Robin, here it is. It's this one. Okay, no, wrong scene. Okay, so Robin and Giselle, they are going to finally meet with Mia, right? They're going to finally meet with Mia and pretty much get to know her and stuff. And they're being very, very nice to her, welcoming her and stuff. And they're off to a good start. And they were saying like they really want to get to know a little bit more about Mia. So Mia decides to open up with these two ladies, and she tells Robin and Giselle about her background, about her growing up in the foster care system, and then she also shared the story where she went to school with blood all over her arm because her father threw her across the, I think it was like across the room or something, and her classmate was the one that reported her, like what happened to her, to like the teacher or something. So she shares that with Robin and Giselle. And they're like really surprised. They're like looking at Mia like, oh, how can someone, like, they're looking at Mia, and it's like Mia doesn't look like what she has been through. And it's just like looking at Mia from the outside, you wouldn't know that she's been through, her own childhood trauma, her own childhood struggle. So what are your thoughts on that so far? Like that whole arrangement?
Well, what I'm getting from this is it's unusual. It's an unusual meetup because I don't want to say that Giselle is meeting up with Mia just so she can find out more about her, and maybe not in a genuine way. Maybe she can just like see what Mia is all about, right? And maybe take what she can get from that, whatever conversation they do have, and use it against her later. So maybe it was just like it's just like that's how I'm seeing it. Maybe it's like a meetup where she's trying to get like know who this Mia person is, and now she's of course also defends Karen as well. So maybe she's just trying to find a middle ground with her, and then see the type of person she is, and and also the way she's going to proceed with her as well. So that's kind of what I'm getting from that.
So you don't feel like it's genuine?
I don't think I think it's okay. I won't say it's all the way genuine. I think that there's possibly some the reason there's a reason why she's meeting up with her. And knowing
Okay.
that I don't really know much about, because this is my first season, but just depending on the type of person Karen is, you may know more about, not Karen but Giselle. You may know about more about Giselle, how she rolls, what type of person she is, and what she's all about when it comes to like trying to make friends and stuff. So it may, you may be able to put the two together, but for me, that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting. I could be wrong.
See, I felt like Mia was definitely opening up way too. She was being so open with Giselle and Robin, But I kind of see maybe Mia's just like an open book. Like you're not gonna. Maybe she's like, let me just throw out all of this because you're not going to use something that I've been through, or and throw it in my face. So she
That kind of reminds you of that quote: "Who shames like no like you can't shame
became
me for
the
the
shameless.
yeah you can't shame the is it shame the shameless or like you can't shame me for a situation I've acknowledged that I've
Oh,
been through, I acknowledge and I'm proud of it."
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I think that's that quote. I think yeah. So Mia and Robin actually bond, guys. So you guys know that Robin's husband actually grew up with Robin. So Robin's parents took in Juan as their son. Okay. So they actually grew up together. So Juan's parents actually died when he was really, really young. So like her parents kind of adopted him as their son. So Mia and Robin bond over because Juan's father and Mia's father, they both passed away from AIDS, and they both um, used heroin. They were both using heroin. So Mia's father, Juan's parents, or Juan's father, Robin didn't specify. I don't think she specified, but they're both passed away from AIDS due to heroin use. So they actually bonded like that. So I mean, I think that was kind of interesting that me was able to express that to Robin. I think, it was kind of, it puts I know sometimes with reality television we always want yes the drama, but sometimes like this is actually like a sparks real conversation, like wow, like dang, heroin, a like I don't, how did that make you feel, that conversation that they had?
To be quite honest with you, I like that they had that conversation because it's like they all have something that they can go about, right? It's like everyone has like they share a similar upbringing, a similar past, similar traumatic past, I would say, where the family, like they knew someone who suffered almost the same ailment. So it was interesting. It was kind of like a bonding moment to act, and then it was educational for me as well because it's like, oh wow,
Mhm.
and I would really love for them to actually talk about that a little bit more, if if it's possible, because it's interesting to learn that both like they all had someone who again suffered the same particular illness. So it's yeah, it was an interesting and very sensible moment, I would say, for both of them.
Yeah, yeah, and I thought Robin was actually being very, very genuine. Like, when she expressed that, she said, "You know what? I know someone who actually died from AIDS. Juan's parents, they were both like Juan." She talked about Juan's parents and stuff, and Mia said, "Yeah, her dad actually died from AIDS as well too, due to heroin." And that was what Robin expressed. Both Robin and Mia expressed to each other. Okay. Now we're getting to the final scene, guys. So I think, is this the final scene? Oh, they're supposed to be at a party bus. But anyway, so they're going to the party bus. I don't think I have my pictures for that for when they're at a party bus. Okay, guys, give me just a second. I'm gonna make sure I put the picture, the scene for that. But anyways, they're going to the so they're about to go to Williamsburg, and all the ladies are all hanging out. They're all together, excited to go to this Williamsburg trip that is set up for the ladies, um and um Giselle comes. Karen, Robin, Mia, all the ladies are coming, Everyone's excited, and there is actually a pole in the middle of the bus. And yeah, so there's a pole in the middle of the bus, and when Giselle, when Karen walks in, Giselle gives her a very, very nasty look. What were your thoughts on that look that Giselle gave Karen?
It was laugh. It was laughable. I mean, it's like it is. I don't think with Giselle and Karen, it's like never a win-win situation. It's never a win-win situation. The look that she gave her, to me was okay. Like it to me it was okay. Like I mean, I think for me, I knew what we're going to expect when it comes to both of them, and I think as the episode goes down, we can actually see the look just gave everything. The look that Karen gave her just gave everything basically.
Yes, and this was the look that she gave, that blank stare as soon as Karen walked in.
Like what's up? Like we're like I'm not like having this with you.
Like, what's up, Karen?
Yeah, like what's up?
Like, what's up, Karen? That was the look Giselle was giving Karen. So yeah, the ladies are having fun. They're all like
Like
on
we're
the
going. It's like we're going to settle this matter today. We're gonna go down. It's gonna go
yeah, like it's on site.
down.
Yes, that was the look that Giselle gave Karen. Okay, so we also get Giselle in her commentary. She's trashing Wendy, guys. Like Giselle is trashing Wendy about what Wendy is wearing. So, guys, this is what Wendy wore to their road trip. This is what the outfit she had on for a road trip, right? I mean, is there anything wrong with the outfit?
To be quite honest with you, I like it.
Exactly. I
I
like the
think that
outfit
the outfit
too.
was pretty. Now that I like it, looks comfortable. It looks. I like it. It looks very fashion. Like it's fashionable. And it's cozy. Looks very cozy. And I think that Wendy is rocking it very well.
Yes, Wendy is rocking this outfit. Like it's super cute. I like how she styled it. It just looks cute with the braids, everything. It looks cute. Now Giselle has a problem with this outfit, right? With this outfit Wendy is wearing. Now, Jizzy feels that Wendy, she's starting to dress all like it's like the Wendy that we met last season. She didn't dress like this. Wendy has her sides out, she has her boobs out, she's wearing a one piece with her everything showing. Yes. Yes. And this is the outfit Wendy has on. Guys, like, and Giselle just kept commenting about it. I'm like, Giselle, now do you want to wear this outfit Wendy has on? If you want to, anybody, like, if you want, you can wear it.
Right. Like anyone anyone why is she so pressed that Wendy wants to like be like Wendy is trying to be a fun, like she was trying to show her fun side. She's still like Wendy's in what her mid 30s. Like I feel like Wendy is a capable of doing all of this. What is all of the why what is all of the comments, Giselle? Yes,
Yes.
Giselle, into you. Why are you so into all of Wendy's business? What is wrong with Wendy's outfit? Wendy's outfit is, I would like to rock that myself if it had it on my size. But I like the outfit. It's super cute and it looks comfy. So what is the issue, Giselle? What is the issue?
Right. Okay. Now, Wendy actually has a message for Giselle and anyone who wants to talk about her outfit. Okay. So let's go ahead and read the message that Wendy has for anybody who wants to talk about her outfit and particularly for Giselle. So, Liz, do you want to go ahead and read this message for Giselle and anyone who wants to talk about Wendy's outfit?
Yes, so Giselle. So when I wore those outfits last year during season 5 of Real Housewives of Potomac, No one had a problem with it or questioned me. I guess the real issue is I got my boobs done and not my outfit choice, not my outfit choices. The negative narrative surrounding my appearance is body shaming at its finest. Shaking my head. Okay, Giselle, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Giselle? Was that clear? Did you hear what Wendy's saying, Giselle? All right.
Yes. And these are the outfits that Wendy wore all last season. Still, she was trying to, still show a little bit of mid, cleavage here and there, still trying to look cute and stuff. So, but Jizzy didn't have a problem with any of these outfits that Wendy had on last season. Why does she have a problem with the outfits that Giselle that Wendy's wearing this season? Okay, so let's get to some comments. Drew said, "There's nothing wrong with Wendy's outfit, but it's weird seeing her with it because you would think it's her style. That wouldn't you wouldn't think it's her style. However, Giselle is just jealous." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't think that Wendy's outfit, I feel like Giselle's definitely she's just like, I don't know, like she definitely it's showing a little bit of jealousy coming from Giselle's side because Wendy is working it with her outfit.
Right. And Wendy probably doesn't want to dress too like conservative. She's like, I have a fun side too. Like, I want to show off that fun side, right? She doesn't want to be like, I feel like last season we saw her as the serious professor, the commentator, and she's like, you know what, this season I'm gonna show you guys something a little bit different. And there is nothing wrong with that. You can always try to be the same. Maybe Giselle is so used to stuck in, just being Giselle, just still doing the same old thing. But Wendy's different. She's like, I'm gonna just give you guys something a little bit different, a little bit spicy, and this is me, right? This is the fun side of Wendy. So I don't know. I'm loving like with Wendy's happy about like her new look, like however she wants to like go about with her outfits, her outfit choices. I'm okay with it. Like I really am. I'm really excited to see what else that she has in store. Like how her other looks are going to be in a episodes to come. How she's gonna do her hair. Just like all the fun stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Wendy's doing different things with her hair. Like she just doesn't have like Giselle's always rocking that curly blonde hair. Like she's doing braids, she's doing like ponytail. She's doing
Trying
different
different
things.
things. Right.
Right. Like Wendy is trying different things. Like she's switching it up. And I mean, it's a free if you want to switch it up, you can switch it up just like Karen switches it up. Like anybody can switch it up. Just I mean, like leave Wendy alone. Um all right. So we are still at the party bus. Sorry guys. Okay, so we're still at the party bus. And here at the party bus, um Karen invites Wendy to Surrey, guys. You guys know Karen is from she's a farmer's daughter. That's what Karen describes herself. She's from a farming town. She's from a very small town. She grew up in the farm. So every year they have like a parade and Karen is like one of the ambassadors of her small town from the small town. So this year she's inviting Wendy and Mia to the parade. And last year she invited Ashley and Giselle. And Giselle was so it's like she was just so heated. She was just so jealous that Wendy and Karen are actually getting along. Because Wendy said, "Oh, thank you, Karen. I would love to. I would love to come to Surrey with you." Now, Giselle, you can't delegate or regulate who is going to be friends or not. She was saying in her confessional, how does all of a sudden Karen and Wendy are getting along while this time last year they didn't even see it for each other?
Right. So why is it Giselle so pressed? Like, why is Giselle so? I think, like Sin, I was trying to, earlier. I mentioned this. I said it's the jealousy coming from, and that's kind of where I'm seeing it is coming also with Mia, the relationship, the conversation she had with Mia. Um, is possibly that she wants to kind of like get to know Mia so she can see how she's going to deal with her. Because she knows that Mia is also friends with Karen. And I think that I think that Giselle is jealous of the new Wendy. And again, this is my opinion, my perspective. I think she's jealous of because why do you have to make such comments? Like if Karen invites Wendy over, for her to come, why is that such a problem? Like, you know, maybe you feel like Wendy is outgrowing. She's not the type of person or that person that she used to be. And last season, Wendy got a lot of backlash. Wendy got a lot of people talking about her, and maybe she's like, okay, Wendy's stepping out of her limelight. Wendy's like a new person now, so it's like she doesn't want Wendy to like step out of her comfort zone. It's like she
Right.
wants to still be in that particular, circle that she was in last season. It's like she doesn't want to see her grow.
Suppression. She wants to see Wendy be suppressed.
Very
She,
suppressed.
yeah, like she doesn't want Wendy she just it's like she doesn't want Wendy to like what Wendy doesn't want to have a MOB mentality and all like a gang up, click up mentality that you guys want to have. She doesn't want to have that, right? So I think she's just upset about that. Hmm. Okay. Uh Miss Drea said Giselle and Robin dressed like construction work. Miss Drea, you are on a roll tonight. They don't know how to take others in their best fashion. That is true. That is true. Like, I mean, Wendy, she was dressing, she was dressing cute and fashionable. Giselle told Mia that she didn't want her to bring Karen to the meeting, but she invited Ashley on the trip behind Candace's back. Make it make sense. Oh yeah, I totally missed that part. Um, Giselle invites Candace to she invites Ashley to Candace's trip. Now, Miss Drea, I know why she actually invited Ashley to Miss Drea to I know why Giselle actually invited I know why Giselle invited Ashley to Candace's trip, and I'm going to talk about that towards the end. Because I definitely know why she did that. Yeah, because yeah, she did that to be messy, but I know why. I know why. Okay, so we're leaving the party bus, and we're going to the actual villa that they're staying in. So they're in Williamsburg, right at like they're going to be in Williamsburg. So some of the main things that happened in this scene, pull up the scene, is that Giselle feels like Karen should apologize to her, and she also feels that yeah, pretty much feels like Karen should apologize to her. Karen owes her an apology, and Robin kicks out Mia out of the room and tells her, "Oh, we're taking this room." And Karen says that, oh, Candace tells Mia, "Are you going to let them bully you like that?" And Mia's response was, "It's okay, you can have it," to Robin. And Karen tells Giselle, "Are you talking to me? Do you think I should apologize to you?" And these ladies, they just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on. Giselle feels that pretty much the same thing we've been talking about over and over again. She feels like Karen embarrassed her on national television and spreading lies. And Karen says that Giselle was wishing DEATH on her husband. That's pretty much it. Now, I really want to talk about Mia's response to Robin trying to kick her out of the room and Candace asking her, "Are you going to let them bully you?" What did you think about Mia's response? Yeah.
So,
So, oh, go ahead.
so I think that Mia, I think because the conversation that her and Giselle had, I think that Karen possibly feels that, maybe she's at in a good space. At least she's trying to start out in a good space, right? With them. And we all know that we all know that Mia can be too quick, right? When it comes to like the comebacks and stuff and really put people in their place. But I think that because she may feel that she's trying to grow a bond with them. So she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna let this slide. But I feel like this is the start of Giselle and Robin's mean girl tactics. Like the nastiness is starting right now when it comes to Mia. I think that conversation possibly is like a tactic for them to like, deal with Mia, like know how to deal with her.
Yeah, I think that she's definitely they're just trying to test her on that. But you know what? I actually like Mia's response because she said, "It's okay. You can have it." It was just definitely like, let me not banter with them, let me not try to argue with them. And let me just say, you know what, you can have it. It was just like killing like mean girl, killing bulliness with kindness. And it made Robin actually look really stupid. So that's why I definitely like that her response to them because she's like, keep trying me, keep trying me. Let's go ahead and read Mia's her her thing again. Her line. Hold on. Mia's line is, if you want to pop off with me, I'll be happy to adjust you. I think Mia's just like, keep trying me. Keep trying me. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. So I feel like she's like, I'm gonna let that go, but continue to try me. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. So we'll see. Let's wait on um what Mia has in store for them. Exactly, exactly. Miss Drea, yeah, it definitely was the way that Robin asked. She didn't even say let's switch. She just like, me, I'm taking your room. I'm just like, Robin is growing. I feel like maybe Robin knows that this could possibly be her last season. So it's like she's like being Mean Girl 2.0. She's trying to be a mean girl. And I think that I feel like she definitely knows that this may be her last season. So she's really trying to put on a show for us. Yeah. And right, Miss 313 Yolanda, Mia's better than me. I would not have given up my room. I know, like I'm just like, Mia, you chose that room. Why would you even give that? But yeah, I think she's better than all of us for just letting Robin go that easily. I think they were probably just trying to pick a fight with her.
I don't think, to be quite honest with you, I think that Mia, like we said, Mia's like, you know what, I'm gonna let this go, but don't try it next time. I'm not like, she's like, okay, let me just. This is a I'm trying to get myself adjusted right now. We're on a girls trip, so right now is not the time. So I'm just gonna let her have it. I'm gonna let her have it. But next time, it's not. It's gonna be a different case.
Right. And Robin, of course, she went to that room because she wanted to be close to Giselle. Um, all right. Okay. So you guys know on every episode, the ladies have a lot of, Twitter wars and stuff and violence that they choose. And they want to express their opinions. And we've gotten a lot of response from a lot of the ladies from last night's episode. Um and okay, before I get to the tweets I was able to catch, I did not see Mia's response. Actually, I was trying to find Mia's Twitter. I cannot find Mia's Twitter at all. So I was like, does Mia even have a Twitter? So I don't know. I did not see her response. Because I don't know what she goes by on Twitter. So I would love to see what she said. I feel like she does. I feel like I maybe came across one of her tweets before. I don't know, but I was able to. I managed to catch Karen's and Wendy's, some of the tweets that they had. Okay, so let's start off with Wendy. So Wendy had a lot of stuff to say to Gizelle, um, and also Karen too. So this is what Wendy tweeted. Let me see if I can get it better. Okay, let me see if you guys can see this. Okay, let's put this one. So this is what Wendy had to say to Gizelle. Lucy, do you want to go ahead and read that? And what Wendy had to say to Gizelle?
Wendy is addressing Gizelle. Wendy tells Gizelle, we all saw you at Gizelle Bryant bring up all the false rumors in the scene. You are so pressed to make sure it made it to air. You said it again. Girl, you are not a friend, nor were you concerned. You just have a history of attacking marriages. I pray you find happiness in your own life. And that's from Wendy to Gizelle.
Yes. And this is why I feel like this is why I feel like Gizelle brought Ashley to Candace's um, event so she can air out that rumor about Eddie to Wendy. That was the only reason why she brought Ashley. Because notice Gizelle said, "Oh, Ashley's only staying. She's not staying the night." And we see Ashley then in the following episode telling that rumor or bringing that rumor to air, bringing that rumor to television. It wasn't Gizelle that did it. It was Ashley that did it. So, but Gizelle fed that rumor to Ashley so Ashley can come back and tell Wendy that. That was the only reason why Gizelle even invited Ashley. That was the only reason why Ashley even came. Because Ashley wasn't staying. I don't even think Ashley's even going to stay at the house because I don't even think Candace is even going to allow her. That was the only reason. So she can bring that rumor to television. So Wendy, her telling Gizelle that you were so pressed, you made sure it made it on air. So she brought Ashley so Ashley can make sure that rumor is aired. Why didn't Gizelle pull Wendy to the side? Hey, there's something going on. Like there's these rumors, there's these allegations that are being exposed about you and your marriage and stuff. All of these things. Why didn't do that? Instead, she chose Ashley to do it. She was kikiing, smiling with Wendy, all of this stuff with Wendy. But she chose Ashley because she knew Ashley was going to do it because we all know Ashley is messy. She's going to do it. Because any other time, like with the whole Michael rumor, she pulled Ashley to the side. She called Ashley. Hey, Ashley, are you okay? Why didn't she do that with Wendy?
Maybe that's why she gave her the beer.
Exactly. Hey, Angie Pooh. Hey, greetings. Hey, Angie Pooh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yeah, Monique definitely saved Robin's job. You are right. Yes, she did. She definitely did. So that is why I definitely feel like Ashley was only there so she can expose this rumor to the viewers, you know? And they're all next week. They're gonna try to gang up on Wendy next. Robin, Gizelle. They're gonna all try to gang up on her, and Robin's going to try to call Wendy loose because of how Wendy is dressing. Guys, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. So, but that's what's that's what's just been going on. Now let's move on to Karen. let's talk about Karen. Karen has some choice of words for Gizelle. So, of course, a viewer says Gizelle wants an apology from Karen, but has talked about everybody else's marriage. Karen says, preach. And of course, they added Wendy SFO. And then another thing is, it's okay for at Robin RHOP to be there, but Karen Huger can't. Mia Thornton really need to watch out these green-eyed bandits. And then Karen said, the viewers get it. Love you guys. And I feel like there's some other tweets Karen put out, but I think I didn't catch it. I don't think I was able to catch it. But yeah, that's some of the Twitter back and forth. I'm definitely gonna have to catch that Mia tweet. Hopefully, I'm able to catch. Hopefully, I can catch that. See what Mia has to say. Oh, you're so funny. Mia said, I thought I'll be nice and share some luxury with those who may need to get experience. That being home. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that's probably what she was like, you know what? You can have it. I've already, I'm used to this. You can have it, Robin. The green eye bandit, the green eyes woman that can't get or keep a man. I mean, it's just like they're always attacking other people's marriages. Guys, it's crazy. Um, it really is. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Mia for a few minutes. But I just want to say that if you are here for the review is officially over. We talked about pretty much everything that's been going on, went on last night's episode. And yeah, so if you want to catch up with the review, please watch the playback. Make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Let us know how we did. We talked about some of the tweets from the ladies going back and forth. And now I just want to really talk about Mia for a few seconds. Okay, so Mia, guys, Mia is actually very, 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 very business savvy, guys. She's actually very smart, and I feel like from this, she's the only person from this season, and I think also Candace too, that's really, really, really put in the platform that Real Housewives of Potomac has given them into use. So I'm going to reveal what I think how Mia's strategic business plan, like pretty much reveal her strategic business plan. Okay, you guys know every episode, we are on episode 5. Every episode, Mia releases a new item. I just realized that she releases a new item for sale. And it always relates to what the episode is going to be talking about, right? So, I think last night's episode, make sure I get good pictures of it. Okay, so last night's episode, right? Mia released um shot glasses to her online store called Yes, right? So it's like, let's take a shot because I'm a boss B. Girls trip. Yes, shot glasses are available. So it's like every episode, Mia is releasing new items to her online website so people can purchase it, so the viewers can purchase it, right? So this is what she released this is what she released from last night's episode because it is a girls trip. Now the last week she also released something else. So last week was the pajama episode. So she released some makeup to her online store called Rude, the lingerie collection, Wild Nights wearable palette. Guys, this is so smart. I don't know if any other housewives has done this, but I just think it's so smart. I just realized that this is what Mia is doing. Like, it is honestly extremely, extremely, extremely smart. And then she you guys know that she released some candles, and I really want to see if I can post a picture, see if I can put a picture of the candles. That was like 3 weeks ago, from maybe episode 3. She released some candles that said karma, and it's like she was releasing new products every that's related to the episode. So the candle episode, she released products to her online store. Now this one, she released her shot glasses, the lingerie, and also the sleepover. She released some makeup. Guys, how smart is that? Guys, Mia is actually really, really smart. So this is I think she was having like maybe like an interview or something, and she was telling people about her candles. And this is in relation to the candles episode where she released her own candle that says "Don't F with me." Oh my gosh. That is really smart. Guys, Mia, that is really smart. And yet, yeah. So, Lucy, what do you think about Mia's business strategy?
I think that's a no one has ever done it before. Like it's a great one because I'm thinking about it. I'm just like so every episode she releases something very very. It's a way to really strategize and market your brand, and Mia's doing just that. Right, she's doing that, and I think that Wendy can learn. Definitely, she should definitely maybe gravitate to Mia a little bit more because if she really wants her candle business, or maybe she could learn a thing or two from Mia, like and there's a lot of women. There's a lot of Karen is a good one. Mia's a good one. So I think that instead of her trying to have this back and forth with Mia, I think she needs to at least friend Mia because Mia could definitely help her, grow her business.
Marketing too. I definitely think Mia definitely knows how to market. And Robin's supposed to be our PR girl. Like she was into PR. She does like PR and stuff and marketing. I'm just like, it's like while all of these ladies are trying to create maybe like drama or all this kind of stuff or a
Create a
story,
storyline, yes.
Mia's
Create a
actually releasing products.
Wow, with the storyline they're trying to release. It's like they're trying to create a storyline with her, and in the midst, she's creating businesses with those storylines. So it's definitely a great business tactic.
Yeah, it is a great bit, a very, very great business. I was just like, this is interesting. Mia's always releasing products in relation to the episode. Wow, like so smart. Look at the lingerie. This was like last week she released this. The Rude, the lingerie collection, Wild Nights wearable palette, guys. And then we have the shot glasses, girls trip. Come on, guys. Like this is actually really smart. Um yeah, yeah. So that is I thought that was really interesting. But yeah, so what are you guys' thoughts for the episode? And what do you guys think about Mia's business plan? I thought that was so interesting.
Right. It is very. See some comments. Sam, you want to scroll down to the comments?
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Let's see. Okay, good outtake, Miss Drea. So I'm going to start with Miss Drea. She says, Karen, too, none of her businesses has been closed since she started them. Exactly. So Karen is definitely a go-to person for Wendy, definitely for a business plan, and just for all those ladies as well. Um, and Angie Pooh. Angie says, I like Mia, but she's got bad skin. um, okay. So Angie, you think she has bad skin? Oh, and you guys are kind of relating it to Kenya, Kenya Moore. Is that correct? Oh wow. Hey, who knows? Maybe Mia's listening somewhere. Maybe her next business is going to be a skin line, right? Like skincare.
You mine.
Great way to come back for us, right? Maybe her next, or maybe she's gonna come out with a skincare line, like a skin, yeah, for all of us. Maybe she's gonna be like, okay, this is a response to. She's gonna have a response. Definitely, yeah, definitely loving the hustle. Definitely, definitely, definitely. I think it's because possibly a lot of makeup or just again, sometimes it could be just like the injections and stuff. And I'm just saying this, like, I'm not saying that Karen Mia does injections, but it could be possibly like things that a lot of things put inside the skin, right? And it could just be because of all of that when it just starts to build up and it starts to really damage your skin. So, okay. I mean, no, Michelle, you're not being mean. I mean, this is your observation. So these are things that you're observing. So it's not mean. You're saying it because it could be again, this could be where Mia could bring up, it could be a skincare line, like we said. So um and who says, I think production are basically trying to be funny. It could be, I mean, it could just be that, that's just how her skin looks. Like, it is what it is. Just like Kenya, like Kenya doesn't have the best skin. But that's just there. This is just production being realistic and edited. This is it. Or it could just be that she does really have bad, like she does really have bad skin. So there is nothing much. If production can't really hide it, that means that it must be like her skin. She may be suffering some sort of like skin. She may need, she's having skincare problems. So, and which is normal. I mean, I think that a lot of us, a lot of celebrities, they do have, a lot of skincare issues. So, yeah. All right. Sid, anything you want to chime in? Sin? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so what did you guys think about this episode? How was the episode? How did you guys like it? You say nay, yay? Like, was this episode giving it to y'all? Like, how was it? Okay, so okay, Genji says more money, more money, more problems. For sure. Miss Julia says I give it 7 out of 10. Okay. I think possibly 8 out of 10. I'll probably go up a number. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Hi Miss Nada. You're never, yeah, you're never too late. You can always rewind it, and that was definitely a good review. So you could definitely rewind it once. We're kind of like wrapping up right now. Um, yeah, it was good to have you. It's good to have you. Angie Pooh says she's not feeling the bullying. for Mia's room. I don't think we are either, but you know what? I'm not going to like even I'm not going to feel sorry for Mia because I think that Mia could definitely handle her own. I think that Mia definitely can handle them. Just give her maybe an episode or two and she's going to put them all in their place. Robin and possibly Gizelle in their place. So I think this is a little bit of this is not so much work for her, but yeah, she's like, you know what? I'm gonna throw this under. I'm just gonna sweep this by. But I think that Mia could definitely handle it. Nana says she'll give it an 8 out of 10. I agree too. 8 out of 10 is definitely good for this episode. I think hopefully the next episode will be giving it a net 9 out of 10, right? Just maybe slightly. Angie Pooh says she'll give it an 8. Okay, I see 8. Drew, you're the Drew is giving it a 7 out of 10. So Drew is like, they're not really giving it for me. Okay, thanks, Nana. Yes, definitely rewind. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. That's all that matters. Um, all right. Oh, okay. So Drea, okay. So you said you think that the room thing may come back later in the episode. Okay, and I think I would think so too. I think that possibly Mia is probably going to bring it back up. She's probably like I might. Okay, this is what I think. I think Mia's probably going to be like you think that maybe Robin or Giselle is going to say something again that that may come off rude to me, and she's going to be like, okay, last time you said this, you were rude about the room situation, and now you want to go about this. Well, let me just tell you, it's not happening. Like she's like something like that. She's going to be like, you said something about the room, but I'm not about to let you slide with this one. So definitely. Mia does not look, she's a person who backs down. The way I look at it, look how she's like putting all her business tactics. Look how she's like coming out with all these, like with the candles, and she's just like marketing herself. Mia is a force to be reckoned with. She's like, she's not here for it. Um, Oh, and Angie says I went to her family business in ATL. They were good. Who are you speaking? Or in terms of Angie? Are you speaking in terms of Mia? Mia? Is that what you're referring to? Okay. And Drea says, or possibly Robin and Giselle thought that they would get a moment, kicking her out of her. Right, but what moment are they getting though? Like, where exactly were they? Who like still kicks people out of their room? But you know what? It just kind of reminds me of Kenya, like how But Kenya used to like oh Kenya used to be in charge of when it's time for her to host. She used to be in charge of where she's gonna put all the girls, where she wants them, who's gonna have what room, right? Just that mean girl status. Okay, they start with the 29 cracker. Okay, okay, nice, nice. That's interesting to know. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, any more comments? Your overall, anything you guys want to mention? Anything from episodes? Okay. Jury says even Candace was shocked by the room thing. Right. Like who's actually says, but who just to be close to possibly like who has it's such a petty, it's a petty mindset, to be quite honest with you. It's a petty mindset. Very mean girlish. Yeah. But I'm here for Mia. I think she'll definitely get them together in the next few seasons, in the next few episodes to come. So we'll just definitely have to, she stays ready. So yeah. All right. So if you here, still here, and if you are not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button. And of course, give the video a thumbs up. We really do appreciate you guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. All those who came like watched from the beginning to end, and of course, who's always, even if you just stop by, we really do appreciate you all. Thank you guys so much. Um, yeah, I agree. And very mean girl stuff. Very mean girl stuff. So high school. I feel like that that was such a high school games that, me, Giselle and Robin are doing. Such amateurs. All right. So yes, yes, yes. Last, we're gonna have Chloe come in the closing of this review. Hope you guys really enjoy your Monday. Enjoy your Monday. Thank you all so guys so much. Please do go over to our community. We do a post there as well. We give some like updates and stuff, and sometimes we do reviews on that. So definitely check that out as well. Just to kind of where we keep you guys updated. But thank you again. We can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, and then until next time, we will, catch you all in the next live or the next reviews that we'll be doing. Hopefully, the next few days we will be coming. We'll be more live. Be more giving you guys more live and stuff, so we can all interact. Yay! Yes. Oh, yes, Miss Rig. Oh, yes. I think Sin mentioned. Yes. Was it that look? Oh, for next week. Oh, yeah, we definitely cannot wait for that. We definitely. Sin usually has really nice visuals. I don't know if you guys can see the visuals that she puts up. Are you guys able to see those when she puts it? She really has nice visuals. Kind of gets us to see, um, what's actually going on in episodes. Yeah. So definitely the visuals. She does a good job with that. All right, thank you guys so much, Angie, Mistria, Nada. Thank you guys so much, and of course, Shalana was here earlier, and everyone else who's out there watching. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Stay blessed, stay healthy. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings. All right. Okay, good, good. You guys see the visuals. Okay, great, great. Love you guys. Bye, unicorns. Bye.